Oh hey, welcome to part 2. Part 1 is linked in the card up top and down in the description if you want to know which brush I used on each side to achieve these results and hear my thoughts. Make sure that you keep watching. Subscribe and don't forget to hit the bell to get all of my notifications. Starting off on freshly washed and sectioned hair, I will be starting from the section in the bottom, per usual, wetting, detangling, and adding my stylers. The first styler I will be using is the Uncle Funky's Daughter Extra Butter, which is very thick and moisturizing in consistency. After I apply a good amount to each section of my hair, I will then be adding some more water to my strands. After I add water, I'm going to be using my wide tooth comb to make sure there isn't any tangles. Add more water before going in with the Denman brush and just making sure that I have zero tangles. Just like the previous video, on my left side I will be using the D38 roll Denman brush, and on my right I will be using the white paddle brush. Both brushes do a great job of ensuring me that my hair is fully detangled. So now that we are going to get into the second styler, I will be using Uncle Funky's Daughter Curly Magic as my second and final styler before I use the Denman brush to define my curls. So I just definitely wanted to show you this process because later on in the video I will just be showing you how they define my curls, but other than that, that's about it. So since we are using the D38 roll Denman brush on my left side, after applying the styler, I like to go in and make sure that my curls are fully defined and they look according to how I would like them. This section looks good, and now we're going to move on to the next section, and I just noticed that I wasn't satisfied, so I just added more water and passing the Denman brush through one more time before moving on to my right side. So on my right side, I'm doing the exact same thing, splitting that thick section in half, applying water, applying my Curly Magic gel, and after I make sure that my hair is nicely coated with it, I'm going to go in with my white paddle brush and define my curls. From the looks of it, I felt that this white Denman paddle brush was elongating my curls. However, after officially being done with both sections, they honestly looked the same. And the reason that this white paddle brush seemed to elongate my curls was just because I was adding water and brushing it, and I had just got done with it. So just a thought. When I finish styling the next section, which I am just showing you, this is the D38 roll Denman brush, and this is what my curls look like, and also this is what the back looks like. On the right side, as I will show you right now, we have the white paddle brush, and honestly I really don't see a difference. I feel like both sections look the same, if not very similar. My curls have some clumpage, they have definition. I'm going to give you a full back view one more time. I have a lot of different curl patterns and my hair shrinks up a lot, but overall, just from this view, they look the same. So moving on to the front, again, sticking with the D3 on the left side, just applying my stylers and just brushing it to define my curls. As you can see, my curls are definitely popping. The ends are definitely curling up and also clumping, but you will get a better view of that in a second. And moving on to the right section of my hair, using the white paddle brush, I'm just brushing it. I mean, initially I really love how elongated my curls look, but overall, they shrink up just the same. So I do have a lot of curl definition. I have a lot of clumpage. And overall, this is what both sides look like. One thing I did notice is that the left side has a little more volume than the right side. and that's the side that I used the D3 on. So we shall see what my hair looks like when it's officially dry. But if you can take a nice little look at that, and then I can tell you what I observed when my hair fully dried. Can you see it? And these are my dried results. It definitely looks like I got a haircut, but it's just all the shrinkage. So let's get into the specifics, shall we? I definitely have a lot of clumped curls on both sides. If I told you that I used 2 brushes, would you even believe me? I honestly cannot tell the difference. I mean, I have a little more frizz on one side, but I saw that before my hair officially dried. And like I always say, if you have frizz when your hair is wet, you will have frizz when your hair is dry, and this is just a perfect example. But I embrace the frizz, and every wash and go will not be perfect. For the most part, I definitely have a lot of clumped curls. I do have a lot of definition. On the left side you can see it, on the right side you can see it. But let's create some volume. So I will be going in with jojoba oil to just scrunch out the crunch that the gel gave me. Scrunching out that cast is definitely key if you want volume, but I definitely suggest using some type of hair oil because that will reduce the amount of frizz you get after scrunching your hair. So after scrunching, I will be fluffing just like you see here, just using the fingertips to just fluff out my roots and create more volume. And once that is officially done, you know what time it is. It's definitely time to either break those ringlets or use a pick. Tell me which one you like to do first. In this specific video, I am just breaking up some of those ringlets, those curl clusters, and just making sure that I open up my hair on both sides evenly wherever I find them, and I have a ton. So I'm not going to show you every single curl cluster that I have, but I definitely have a lot of them because of the Denman brush. And this is one curl cluster that I will be breaking up into a few. And once that is officially done, let me know what you think about all of this volume that has been created. As you can see, my hair looks more fuller, I have more volume, and I'm going to go in with my pick to create some more. I only pick at the roots, on the inside, you know, just picking downward, making sure to create the shape that I want. Overall, what I did notice is that the right side, which is the paddle brush side, has more volume than the D3, which originally had more volume when it was wet. But after much, thought, I definitely attribute the flat side on the left side to me sleeping because I just sleep on my left side. But overall, after fluffing and picking, look at all of the volume that I have. To answer the questions I had in my first video, does the D38 give more curl elongation? I say yes. However, if your hair just naturally shrinks up when dry, it will shrink up regardless. And you can section your hair faster with the D38. But overall, I mean, I love them both. You really can't tell I use 2 different Denman brushes because the results are, in my opinion, the same. Let me know what you think. Subscribe to my channel, hit the bell so that you don't miss another one, and stay tuned for another video coming up this week.